Hi there, my name is John Stevens. I am pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we are part of the ELCA. And welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text, time to an item from the Dollar Tree, or the junk drawer, or the kids' room, or the garage. That's how we've been doing it. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your week with me in this way, and thank you for the love that you are sharing with your kids and your congregations and your families. You are rocking it. And Merry Christmas. Oh, look at there. Hey, if you haven't seen Ruthie for a while, here is Ruthie. Ruthie's hanging out in my lap. I'm hanging out at home. This is a day after Christmas. 2 days out. It's the 27th. I'm lost. It's Friday's normally day off, but I'm recording this so I can get this up. Anyway, and Ruthie says hello. Yeah, that's Ruthie. And we are looking at either Epiphany Sunday or the second Sunday of Christmas. Not after Christmas, but of Christmas. Second Sunday of Christmas. So Epiphany and second Sunday of Christmas, we're looking at pretty much the same direction. I am looking at, so if you've been following me for any, or been a part of our Dollar Store Children's Sermon community for a while, then you probably know what this children's sermon will be. I almost never change it because I love this one so much. I'm giving an alternative or a variation of it. Same idea, but anyway, let's get on with it. So, item I usually have a star puppet. It's like a sand dollar, but it's like, or a starfish, and it's a puppet, and that's the one that plays the star for me. But you can cut out a star out of a neon cardboard stock that you can get down at the Dollar Tree or any other place. But some sunburst of a star. Sometimes Dollar Tree will have them there in the education portion, and there's you can put in there. In the education portion. I'm sorry, the kitty's like distracting me a little bit, but that's all right. You're used to that. At least not the kitty, but used to, used to the squirrels in my brain. So at the Dollar Tree, in the educational section of the Dollar Tree, they sometimes have sunbursts where you can put on the wall, like ideas. Oh, here's an idea, there's an idea. So you can use those. And that's just going to be the star, or out of the neon cardboard poster stock, you can cut out a star. And so the whole point, you're like, all right, John, you've talked about the star enough. We're going to go on a star tour because Epiphany Sunday, Epiphany is the 6th. We're going to be doing Baptism of the Lord the next Sunday, so we are going to be doing Epiphany Sunday on the 5th, and we are going to go on a star tour, like the wise ones that as they traveled, the Magi, as they traveled following the star, we are going to follow the star and to see where we find Jesus in the sanctuary. So there's a couple of places that we stop. So we start off with a star tour. We've got the star, and we're walking, and I always love saying, and we're walking, and our first stop on this star tour is the pulpit. And here we hear the Word of God, and we hear about God's grace, and we find Jesus in this place. Then you move to the altar, and with communion, and we find Jesus in the bread and the wine and the body and the blood, and we find Jesus in this gift. And we're moving, and we're the next stop on the star tour, and we go through, and you stop at the baptismal font, and talking about how you find God there, or Jesus there in the baptismal font, so we've got that. So Jesus found in the pulpit, in communion, and in baptism. Then you move into the center of the congregation. And that's what I love all of that before, but I love, for those who haven't seen this children's sermon, this is that extra surprise, because it's like, for most of the people, they're like, oh yeah, I get that. And then you're walking out into the congregation, and then you stop. And you go, and Jesus is found here in the midst of everyone, in the midst of the congregation, Jesus is present here. We hear the promise, when two or more are gathered, Christ will be present, and we believe that Christ is in this place. And then when we're sent from this place, we also, like a starburst, we get to take that out into the world, which I just realized one might take this one step further and have bags of starbursts where you actually give them in like a little bag, maybe give 4 or 5 of them per little snack bag out, and they can give those starbursts to other people. It's the starburst. So I hadn't thought of that. That just was like, that might work. I'm gonna sit on that for a little bit. So there's that. Now the other a direction or variation on this is, I was thinking about how the wise ones following the star, there might be times where they actually have to ask for directions, where they're like, I don't know where the star went. Did you see the star? I didn't see the star. And so they stop someone on the side of the road and go, hey, did you see a star around here? I am not sure. And about how important it is sometimes to ask people for directions. So you have a number of stars with arrows drawn on them. I've done a similar children's sermon like this before, where the arrows point to different people, but adding this with the star. So you've got the star, and you come up to someone, you're walking with the kids, we're walking, and we're like, wait a minute. And so you see a star, someone in the congregation holds up a star. And you're like, oh, there's the star. Let's go, wise ones. And you walk to the star, and you get to the star, and you're like, oh, where should we go? And they can turn the star around, and it's got an arrow pointed into a direction where it doesn't look like there's a star. But you're like, well, the arrow says go that way. All right, let's go. And you walk, and the wise ones, we all go, and we're walking. And as you get closer to someone in the congregation, they hold up a star. And you go, oh, look, there's the star. And you do 4, 5, 6 of these. And then they guide you, either if you have a nativity, they guide you to the Christ child, or to the baptismal font, or into the direction of where. And I'm kind of drawn to the baptismal font, especially being next Sunday is baptism of the Lord. So those different things based around the star. A star tour, or having congregation members be the ones that direct us, which I think is pretty cool. So, all right, there we are. That is my that's my springboard for this week. My cat's trying to get out of the door as Ruthie's scraping the door and like, let me out. So I will do that. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the love that you're sharing with your kids and your congregations and your families. Thank you for your partnership in this ministry. Thank you. And actually, Happy New Year too, because this is right on the cusp of the new year. So, all right, blessings on you, and you are rocking it. All right, we'll see you next week. Peace.